Good morning. This morning, Woman's Home Companion brings you Jean Abbey to highlight the shopping values at S. Sons. Jean passes miles and miles of counters in a week, and I think it's safe to say she takes a look at the shopping values on almost all of them. And now let's hear what she has to tell us about this morning. Miss Jean Abbey.
Thank you, Joe, and good morning, everybody. The new figure silhouette brought out by Paris dressmakers is certainly a lovely one and has won the acclaim of smart American women everywhere. Curves are definitely back in again. True feminine beauty is brought out in all its glory. High, proud bust line, dainty, tiny waist, and gracefully rounded hips. That's the story behind the scenes of the new fall and winter fashions. And the proper foundation will help you carry out that story perfectly. Fundamentally, the new corsets give a new redistribution of flesh, giving a new economy of waistline and blessed comfort. No longer is that famed hourglass look achieved through tortuous steel casings, lacings, and constant discomfort. Not if you're properly fitted by a competent corseteer. That's why I dropped in at S. Sons to shop foundations. They have a very efficient staff of 8 finished school graduate corseteers, each with a diploma thus proving their knowledge. Each is an expert and can advise you best as to just what type of corset you should have, how to bring out the best points of your figure, and how to camouflage the defects. Now, if you'd like to achieve that new 1940 figure in the approved Schiaparelli manner of Paris, try a form-fit foundation. Here's a clever way of illustrating the new figure, that of the small waist, curved hips, etc. Take a pair of scissors and open them as if you were going to cut something. That's what the new silhouette is. Bust line high and separated, waistline sharply in, and hips smoothly curved outward. So if you want to show your new fall socks off to the best advantage, go to S. Sons on the second floor in the corset department and let one of their expert corseteers fit you to a form-fit pagan charm girdle or an all-in-one. They're moderately priced at $7 and $7.50, and you'll revel in the new comfort and delight, not to mention the beauty of a scissors silhouette. Of course, form-fit foundations have talon fasteners for more perfect fit. And now here's a tip on buying undies. When you buy rayon lingerie, you naturally want them to wash well, stay fresh, and new-looking for a long time. You want them to be nicely styled and made to fit you, and you want them to be pretty and dainty at all times. Then here are the undies meant for you. They're called to-be's chardonnized garments, which means that the fabric is a to-be's, and to-be's is spelled T-U-B-I-Z-E, rayon pre-tested for tailoring, washability, and wear. This means that the garment has been made under the rigid standards of the to-be's certified quality plan and ensures you satisfaction. I saw some lovely to-be's undies called New Weave in the main floor rayon underwear department at Cannes. The panties in 4 styles, the step-in, bloomer, banded leg, or briefs are very specially priced at 59 cents each. Matching shirts are the same price. While on the second floor at Cannes, I visited the dress department. They certainly have a wonderful large selection of fall and winter creations. For instance, there's a lovely frock decorated with wise old owls, and the name of the frock is Wise Old Owl, too. This dress in green, vineyard, or black is accented with smart, sleek buttons, little owls on chains that snap on. The dress itself is collarless and has insets of draped shirring diagonally from shoulder to waistline, which is most flattering. It has a full skirt with bustle fullness at the back, and a soft material belt fastened with a handsome buckle. When worn, there will be no bulging gap at the placket because it, too, zips smoothly closed with a talon fastener. It's priced at $25 and looks much more expensive. The buyer herself was wearing this wise old owl dress, which proves its style worth. And here is good news for a young woman who wears size 38 to 50. Cannes now have a large selection of Lane Bryant dresses, which are exclusive in Washington with Cannes. They range in price from $10.95 to $25, and in sizes 16.5 to 24.5 and 38 to 44. In the larger sizes, they are 44.5 to 52.5. Each dress has the Lane Bryant Slenderizing Modes label and is designed along the new fall and winter trends. Every one is designed with one thought in mind, to slenderize and flatter the figure. And of course, they have the talon fasteners. I saw one lovely dress suitable for all-round wear through the day. It is a jacket dress of classic black ribbed crepe combined with black satin. The dress, which can be worn well without the jacket, has a slenderizing V-neck with a beautiful jeweled ornament and has bracelet sleeves. The jacket is stunning with long sleeves. As well as black, this dress comes in wine, grotto blue, and crushed grape, and is priced at $22.95. Another label tip. It may seem that I'm harping too much on the subject of labels, but after all, that is your best guide to quality. As chilly fall winds are just around the corner, I suppose you are dashing around trying to select your new fall wardrobe. And whether you buy your dresses, skirts, and coats ready-made or select the material and design your own, look for the label that says Botany. That's how you can assure yourself of getting the best. For Botany has long set the pace for dependable construction and fashion leadership in fine woolens. All Botany's fabrics are fully sponged and shrunk too. There is such a variety of new materials and designs. Visit one of the most famous woolen departments in Washington, namely S. Sons, and see their complete assortment of Botany fabrics. You'll find these on the first floor, and Botany is priced from $1.95 to $3.95 a yard. Some is all wool, and some has a little rayon in it for new effects. In the new season's dress-up spring, you mustn't forget those little touches that mean the difference between loveliness and unloveliness. Your personal charm is completed by a dash of fragrant toilet water and a dusting of sweet-smelling bath powder. It's taken for granted that you don't use conflicting scents. Therefore, Harriet Hubbard Eyre, famous beautician, has created a delicate new scent and coordinated it into a complete series of perfume, toilet water, bath accessories, and beauty aids. This scent, reminiscent of the gay, clear, romantic scent of clover fields at dawn, is called Pink Clover. The entire series is packaged in delightful boxes and bottles spangled with pink clover leaves. You'll find Harriet Hubbard Eyre Pink Clover in the first floor toiletries department at Cannes. Miss Mooney, special air representative, will be glad to show you the series of Pink Clover beauty aids and bath accessories. Ask for Miss Mooney when you go in. Let's consider makeup now, for this is the thing that can either bring out your natural beauty or hide it. For the utmost in subtle flattery, try Bourjois Evening in Paris makeup, the rouge, lipstick, and face powder. Evening in Paris Rouge is a new handmade processed rouge of satin smoothness that blends imperceptibly into the color of your skin. It gives your cheeks a natural-looking and flattering blush. Harmonized with the rouge is Evening in Paris lipstick. It is made of only the purest ingredients and is exceptionally permanent. Both the rouge and lipstick come in 4 different harmonizing shades for every different complexion type. Bourjois Evening in Paris face powder in several tones is silky smooth of texture, imparts a subtle radiance to your complexion, and clings becomingly for many hours. All 3 items have that lovely elusive Evening in Paris fragrance. Select your shades at Cannes in the first floor cosmetic department. Accent is on your youth. So says fashion, so says Lady Esther, creator of famous Lady Esther four-purpose face cream. As everyone knows, the complexion of youth as a whole is firm, clear, glowing with health and vitality. Age tends to break down the facial muscles, drawing them downward and dimming the clearness of the complexion. That's why youth and those who want to retain youth should use Lady Esther cream, because it is lighter in consistency. It doesn't pull the lines of your face down. Lady Esther four-purpose face cream, besides being delightfully light, will really clean your skin. Try it and see. It's in the first floor toiletries at Cannes and moderately priced at $25, $52, and 92 cents a jar. A last beauty hint about your hair. Bring out its natural glory with Admiration Oil Shampoo. Admiration is not a soapy shampoo. It contains no alkali or harsh chemicals. With a single application, the film that hides the beauty of your hair is washed away, leaving it soft, lustrous, and shining. This without the aid of lemon or vinegar after rinses too. Amazing, isn't it? But very true, as you'll see once you've tried it. Also, you'll find your hair much more manageable too, which is a boon to those with unruly hair. There are 2 kinds. Admiration Oil Shampoo, and for those who prefer a lather, there is Admiration Foamy Oil Shampoo, and they both give the same wonderful results. In Cannes' first floor toiletries, it is priced at 45 cents a bottle. After shampooing your hair, you must dry it. Sometimes this may seem a irksome task that has no end, but not when the drying of your locks is done with fluffy, absorbent Dundee towels. Dundee towels are firmly woven of high-quality cotton yarns and will stand a great deal of rough treatment. For this reason, Dundee towels are an old standby in homes with children, especially little boys who are likely to use a towel with much enthusiasm and action, but little consideration. Aside from all these good qualities, Dundee towels are beautiful in design. You can carry out the color scheme of your bathroom with them and know they will stay snowy white or clear in color. Cannes Sons have a large selection of Dundees in their first floor linen department, and they're very inexpensive too. I saw one in the 22 by 44 size, priced at 39 cents. Comes in white with a black or red border. You know, it won't be long now before we'll have to sleep under blankets. At times we live in a harass-troubled world and need even more our nightly stint of sleep. If you'd like to really relax and sleep comfortably and healthfully this season, why not sleep under Kenwood blankets? Made of choice, long-fibered wool, the Kenwood blanket is fluffy, fleecy, soft, and warm. It will give you years of satisfying service and will come through countless tubbings looking as fresh and beautiful as the day you bought it. These luxurious blankets come in a variety of colors and have rich, silken bindings. They range in price from $8.95 up, and you'll find a large assortment in the blanket department at Cairns on the first floor. While you're in Cairns, stop in the housewares department on the third floor and see the marvelous new Sunbeam Mixmaster. It has 12 labor-saving attachments. An efficient juicer, has a big, individual, easy-to-clean full-mix beater, and easy portability. Once the mixing speed is set, the beaters do not vary their speed as the batter thickens. And here is the newest improvement on the Sunbeam Mixmaster. It now has the exclusive Mixmaster automatic mix finder. You simply dial to the correct mixing speed for the job that you want to do, and there it is. No bother, no guesswork, and accurate, pleasing results. The speed is all marked on the dial. Whipping potatoes, beating eggs, whipping cream for any job you might have. It's truly wonderful, and I urge you to go to Cairns and see it. The Sunbeam Mixmaster, including 2 bowls, a juicer, and strainer, is $23.95. Another time and labor saver is the Magic Chef Gas Range. This shining white range saves time, fuel, and food. Accurate temperature control takes the guesswork out of baking. Roasts, cakes, pies, cookies, all done to just the right turn. The roomy, heavily insulated oven features a new exclusive swing-out broiler that makes baking so much easier. When you want to take out the roast, you don't have to scorch your hands going into the oven to pull the pan out. When you open the door, the rest swing out too. Magic Chef also has a lifetime burner guarantee, assuring you of long, satisfactory service. This handsome range can be purchased on convenient budget plan, as you will see when you look at it in Cairns in the third floor range department. And while in the housewares department, drop by the Club Aluminum waterless cookware display and let Miss Dora Payne show you the many advantages of Club Aluminum. Miss Payne, who is the representative for Club Aluminum at Cairns, is a graduate nurse and an authority on baby foods. She can tell you how the vitamin and mineral content of foods is preserved when cooking with little or no water. That's why it is helpful for your family and especially babies. Club Aluminum Hammercraft cookware is designed to give the utmost in beauty, efficiency in cooking, and lifetime service. There's a 7-piece set priced at only $17.97. This set includes 3 saucepans, 2 frying pans, a Dutch oven, and a griddle. And Miss Payne will suggest that you add the baking rack and the cleaner to keep it bright and shining. Before I say goodbye, I want to remind you that S. K. & Sons have a Dr. Scholl's foot preparation booth on the 4th floor in the shoe department. There you'll find a pleasant, specially trained representative, Mr. C.C. Kruger, to help you solve your foot problems. There's a complete line of Dr. Scholl's foot preparations at moderate prices. Go to the skilled Dr. Scholl representative, who is most pleasant and kind, and let him fit you with a Dr. Scholl foot easer, a scientific foot arch cushion. It is constructed so that by firmly but gently supporting the arch, it relieves all strain and pressure on the muscles and ligaments of the feet, and it's priced at $3.50. My time is up, and Joe King is here. I'll be back again at 8:45 next Tuesday. Goodbye.
And so, with that last note in her little black book, Jean Abbey leaves us to garner more shopping news for next week's broadcast. Be sure to tune in then for more Jean Abbey notes on what's new in the stores. May we remind you again that Jean Abbey will be heard next week at a new time, 8:45. This is Columbia Station for the nation's capital. WJSV, Washington.
Certified Magic Carpet and your pilot, Charles Daly, have visited dozens of men's groups at their regular weekly luncheons. But today we visit the Seroptimus Club, a group of women who meet at lunch once a week to exchange ideas and to increase understanding and friendship among businesswomen. They are lunching in the cabinet room at the Willard Hotel. Now, we know well the record made by the men's department, and the Certified Magic Carpet is eager to find out how the members of the Seroptimus can do with the question cargo. And so the first guest to step aboard the Certified Magic Carpet is Mary Turner. Now, Miss Turner, I understand that in the Seroptimus Club, one woman is picked from each business to represent the particular business, and you only have one member from each business in the organization.
That's right.
What department are you from?
Well, I'm the director of the Home Service Bureau of the Potomac Electric Power Company. And that would come under utilities, I suppose.
Well, now, this has a good deal to do with utilities. How much earth can be taken out of a hole 4 feet long, 3 feet wide, and 6 feet deep?
Now, how would I know that?
Very simple, very simple. How much earth can be taken out of a hole 4 feet long, 3 feet wide, and 6 feet deep?
I wouldn't even know.
You can't take any dirt out of a hole. They haven't been able to for a long time. There's no dirt in it. Now, which one of the following can't a penguin do? Swim, walk, run, fly, lay eggs. Which one can't a penguin do? Swim, walk, run, fly, lay eggs.
Fly.
Fly is right. Now, when does the word love mean absolutely nothing at all? I'll give you a hint. It's in some kind of sport.
Tennis.
Tennis is right. When you say 40 love, it means 40 nothing. Now, in the poem by Edgar Allan Poe called The Raven, what did the raven say?
Nevermore.
Quoth the raven, nevermore. Now, here's one that's a little bit tricky. This is an old proverb rewritten. I read it to you. Give us the original of the proverb. Urgency of movement creates leftovers, no longer serving a purpose. Urgency of movement creates leftovers, no longer serving a purpose. Oh, that was easy now. Urgency of movement creates leftovers, no longer serving a purpose. Very simple.
Very simple. You with the paper there.
How about, oh, now, don't. That's one. Hey, you mean you don't think I'd know this one? Haste makes waste. How'll that do it? All right, now, here's your last one. Groups of the following animals are called what? For instance, I'll give you an example. Partridges, coveys. You see, a covey of partridges. How about sheep?
Flock.
Flock. Fish.
School.
Locusts.
Swarm.
People.
Crowd.
Crowds or mobs, that's right. Fine, give you 99 9/10%. And here's your loaf of certified double flavor bread, and thank you very much for coming up.
Thank you.
Now, the next guest in the certified magic carpet is Mary Burke. Miss Burke, where do you live?
I live at 3611 R Street.
And what branch of the business world do you represent in the Seroptimus Club?
Oh, I'm the Dean of Cookery at the Lewis Hotel Training School.
Ah, that's so. Well, I'll have to get some comments from you on this bread department before you leave us. Now, here's an old problem that I want you to straighten out for me. Is a zebra white with dark stripes or dark with white stripes?
Oh, I think he could be either.
No, you've got to pick one or the other. We insist on that. Definitive, to say the least.
I see. Well, I'll say he's white with black stripes.
Well, you're 90% right. He's considered white, and the stripes are brown and black, 2 colors. Now, what mammal can fly? What mammal can fly? It's a good one, is that? That's all by himself. What mammal can... You go into a dark room at night...
Oh, that.
That's right. Takes off the ceiling and scare the daylights off you. Now, what mammal lives in the ocean like a fish? What mammal lives in the ocean like a fish? Very big.
Whale?
Whale does the trick fine. Now, here's one of those little things for you to straighten out. A revolving fragment of the solid part of the Earth's crust accumulates no plants which grow in masses nor moist surfaces. A revolving fragment of the solid part of the Earth's crust accumulates no plants which grow in masses on moist surfaces.
The Rolling Stone gathers no moss.
Fine, that's splendid. Now, just one more for you before you leave us. Of the 26 letters in the alphabet, which is used the more often? Of the 26 letters in the alphabet, which is used the more often? Often. No. That's pretty easy. And here's your loaf of certified double flavor bread. Have you ever used our bread?
Yes, I have. I like it very much.
As the Dean of Cookery, that's nice to know. Thank you very much
Thank
for
you.
coming up. Now, the next guest in the certified magic carpet is the president of the Seroptimus, Jean Bennett. Miss Bennett lives at 621 Indiana Avenue, and before we ask you any questions, I'd like you to take a minute to tell us something about the Seroptimus, if you will.
Thank you, Mr. Daly. I'm very glad to tell you something about the Seroptimus Club. You know, this organization in Washington came into being 17 years ago. We celebrate our birthday in November. There are 108 such clubs in the United States and Canada, in the American Federation, and about an equal number throughout the world. This organization is something Well, it parallels Rotary for men. One woman of each business or profession supposed to be the outstanding one in her line. And everybody wants to know, what does Soroptimus mean?
That's what I want to know, too.
Well, I should be glad to tell you. For our sister, Optimo, the best. The best women.
Oh, fine stuff. I looked it up in the dictionary and had a lot of trouble with it. Now, you can't leave, without answering a question or two.
Don't make it hard.
Oh, no. Is Canada larger or smaller than the continental United States? And that's an easy one, isn't it?
It's larger.
It's larger, that's fine. Now, the sun and the moon are said to have great effect on our tides. Which has the most effect, the moon or the sun?
The moon.
The moon, why?
Oh, don't ask me why. I don't know. I just know it does.
You see what I mean?
Me, it's nearer.
That's right, it's here. That's fine. Now, ever heard of Sitting Bull?
Is that...
No. Who is Sitting Bull? You know who Sitting Bull is.
Yes, but I've forgotten.
Oh, but now think back.
Why did you take me unawares?
He's an Indian chief who did what?
Oh, somebody says he defeated Custer.
They're right, too. He was an Indian chief who destroyed Custer's troops in the famous Custer's last stand. Now, you've been in Washington a long time, eh?
Yes, 25 years.
Oh, well, this is going to be very easy, then. What building in Washington carries this motto, equal justice under law?
The Department of Justice.
Now, that was what you were not supposed to say. You were supposed to say the Supreme Court building.
Oh. Well, that's a new building, and I haven't seen it.
Now, here's a tough one for you. Two native sons of Kentucky served simultaneously as presidents in the United States. Who were they? Two native sons of Kentucky served simultaneously as presidents in the United States. Who were they?
Let me think.
Yeah. In civil procedure, this sort of thing is almost out of order, but there was one time in the United States we had two presidents. Civil procedure.
Why don't you whisper in my ear and tell me so I won't be so stupid?
No, you know that one. It happened during the Civil War. Now, that'll ought to help you out. When the only time we had two presidents.
Only time we had...
Yeah, two presidents at the same time, you see. One of them was Lincoln, and the other one was President of the Confederacy, Mr. Jefferson.
Jefferson
Davis. And here's your loaf of certified double flavor bread. You made a good score.
I'm afraid I don't deserve it.
Oh, you did. The last one was a tough question. Now, the next guest in the certified magic carpet is Rena Pond. You live where, Pond?
I live at Northbrook Court.
Northbrook Courts. Now, what part of the business world do you represent here in the Seroptimus Club?
I represent the construction service. I'm secretary and treasurer of the Bright Shepherd Company, Incorporated.
Well, see if you can construct this one for me. Will you give me the definitions of the following? Tomboy.
Well, a mischievous boy.
Tomboy and mischievous...
Mischievous girl.
Girl, that's right, a romping girl. How about tomcat?
The one that makes noise on the back fence.
The male of the species, right-o. Now, what about a tomahawk?
Well, that has something to do with an Indian.
Well, they used it for what?
It's scalp.
Yeah, that's right, war axes. Cut heads off and things like that. How about a Tom Noddy? I bet you never heard of that one.
I never heard of
Well,
that
a Tom
one.
Noddy is a simpleton. I didn't know that myself. That's why I didn't do it. Now, here's... describe these musical instruments for me without using your hands. An accordion.
Well, it has ridges like a radiator.
Yeah, how does it operate? What's the principle of operation?
Air pressure.
That's right, portable instrument with bellows. We got that far, and it has keys and metal reeds, and you pump it. See, I can use my hands because I'm asking the question. Now, how about a violin?
It operates bow on strings.
And it's placed under the chin. That's fine. Now, all you have to do is unscramble this for me, and you're all through. A feathered vertebrate in a quadruped's forefoot is of value equivalent to a pear residing in the shrubbery. Now, that's an old proverb rewritten. Straighten that one out for me, will you?
A bird in the hand is worth two in the bush.
That's fine. Splendid. And here's your loaf of certified double flavor bread. And thank you very much for coming up.
Thank
now,
you.
The last guest in the certified magic carpet this morning is Caroline Stevens, who lives at 1615 Hobart Street, Northwest.
Yes.
And is all ready to answer the questions as soon as you tell us what branch of the business world
I
you represent.
represent the secretarial school, the Temple Secretarial School.
Well, now, if a timepiece is a watch, what is a swatch?
Somebody who doesn't know a thing.
Now, you know what a swatch is. A swatch. Swatch.
A swatch
Yeah.
is a quick strike?
No, this has to do with the clothing business.
Oh, clothing.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know anything about
What?
clothing.
Well, we'll call it a sample of cloth. How's that?
Sample of what?
Cloth. They call them a swatch. I don't know why.
Oh, do they? Well, I don't know why.
I don't either.
No.
Now, if lemonade is a drink, what is a colonnade?
A colonnade is a series of posts.
That's right, columns. Fine. Now, if you heard somewhere about a husbandman, what would you think a husbandman was?
A husbandman is somebody that I'd have to go after at once.
You don't think just a farmer who tills the soil would do the trick, do you?
Oh, yes, he'd do all right.
Well, now we have just one quick question for you, for our time is going. Is it proper table etiquette for a left-handed man to stir his coffee with the right or left hand?
Perfectly.
Well, he should do it with a spoon, really. You shouldn't put your hands in the coffee. Well, now our businessmen must return to their tasks, and so the certified magic carpet must close up shop and prepare to take off and go home. But first of all, we'll give Miss Stevens a loaf of certified double flavor bread.
Thank you.
Now, we've been visiting the Seroptimus Club, a group of businesswomen who meet for lunch once a week. They met today in the cabinet room at the Willard Hotel, and we've got to leave, but we aim to be back the next time you hear. That's the siren of the